Welcome back everybody to another video. Ford Fusion. We're doing lower front control arms. I'm gonna take you through step by step, show you exactly how to do it, and hopefully I save you a bunch of money. So like, share, subscribe, put a comment down below for my algorithm please, and let's get into it. Step 1, jack up the car and take the wheels off. Here's the front passenger lower control arm. I bought Moog. It's RK6230000. Here's the front lower driver side. RK6230001. It comes wrapped up in a bag. Made out of aluminum, has the ball joint and all the bushings you need. The bottom of the front sway bar end link, holding it with a normal box wrench, and then I'm going to put a ratcheting box wrench on the nut and do it by hand. To do the control arm, we want this assembly to move more freely, so it makes it easier if we just disconnect the sway bar end link from here, because we need to be able to push this side to side. The lower control arm that has this on the end, you're going to have two 18mm bolts. Go ahead and remove those. On this side of the control arm, you have a 21mm bolt. Go ahead and remove this. For the lower ball joint, you have a bolt that goes through here. It goes in from the front, comes to the back. There's a nut on the back. This front piece here is a 15mm. The nut on the back is a 18mm. So you're gonna have to hold it, otherwise it's gonna spin. Go ahead and remove this nut and bolt, put it off to the side. Use a 21mm socket to zip this nut off. This is the most painful part. I put lube in there, let it soak. We need to separate the ball joint from the hub here. So I got a pickle fork, I got a big pry bar, and I got a hammer. So we're gonna do all kinds of stuff, whatever we can do, in order to separate these two. Your car might be rusted more, your car might be rusted less. Just do what you can do. If you destroy this boot and ball joint, who cares? We're not using this, we're throwing it in the garbage. So this pickle fork got it 90% of the way done. So I'm going to remove this from in here, and I'm going to remove this from around that subframe and slide this whole control arm down. Then I'll just beat this thing with a hammer and it'll come the rest of the way off. Once I got this side out, then I sort of beat on it and rotated it this way. Then this side came out. Now I can beat the hell out of this and pull the whole thing off. Putting this in is another process on this vehicle where you don't put everything in the order that you took it apart. So the first thing we're going to slide in is this. Then we're going to slide the big bolt through, put it in a few threads just so we don't cross thread it. Then we're going to slide this over. Then we're going to get these started because these thread into the sway bar bracket. And if you cross thread this, it's going to be a bad day. So we slide this on. In the meantime, the whole rotor assembly is like pushed off to the side until we get all three of these bolts started. After getting these three put in finger tight, we're going to go ahead, before we install this, we'll just go ahead and torque these three right now. Before trying to put this ball joint in, take some anti-seize and just put it in here, because what's going to happen is it'll save you a massive headache for anything you're doing in the future, whether that be replacing the axle or whatever. So just put some stuff. You don't have to go super crazy. This is probably way too much. At this point, it's time for you to grab the control arm, pull down on it, and pull it down on it far enough to get the ball joint lined up with the hole. And then you're probably going to have to wiggle the knuckle a little bit. I did on the other side. So you wiggle it until this thing lines up and it just slides right in. I have it in. As you can see, it's not seated all the way. So you can wiggle the bottom here to get it in. You can use a rubber mallet, or you can push up with your hand, or you can push up with a jack. But I pushed it up with my hand because I have all that anti-seize to help things out. So totally up to you and however it works for you. But yeah, if you can just push this up to where everything lines up. Now we're going to put the bolt back in. And the bolt goes from the front. We're going to put the bolt in from the front and then put the nut on the back side. Reattach the sway bar end link through the sway bar. Grab the nut, start it by hand. And then we need to grab the Allen head to hold the center shaft and a ratcheting box wrench to tighten down the nut here. Thanks for coming and checking out another video, everybody. Hopefully this saved you a bunch of money so you could do it yourself. And, you know, even if it took a little extra time than the mechanic would have took, it's a learning experience. You got to always keep learning. So help me out with this, please. Like, share, subscribe, put comments down below, even if it's garbage, please. The algorithm, please. Till next time, wrench on.